Hey lovies, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing great. So guys, in today's recipe we're going to be making this delicious and inviting assorted meat stew. So guys, let's get into this video as I take you through the list of all the ingredients we're going to be using to make our assorted stew. So for this recipe, I'm using some shaki, some cow tongue, the upper part of the cow tongue, beef, cow skin. There's this part called a body. I'm also using it. And I'm also going to be using cow tongue. Some strong chicken, so I'm going to be using some long sweet chili pepper on this recipe to make my stew very tasty and unique. I'm using 2 canned tomato plum, 3 Scotch bonnet pepper, some tomato paste, onion, garlic and ginger. So I'm going to be using some curry powder, thyme, nutmeg, salt and some seasoning cubes. And on this recipe I'm using vegetable oil. So I will start by putting in my assorted meat in the pot and I will spicy it up to my taste. I'm going to be seasoning this meat with some nice spices to give it that delicious taste. So right now I have all my assorted meat in the pot. I'm going to be adding in some thyme, curry powder, some seasoning cubes, salt to taste, and I'm also going to be adding in some onion and my blended garlic and ginger. So I'm going to be using 1 Scotch bonnet pepper to parboil my beef, as this will give it a very nice and unique taste. And at this moment I'm going to be parboiling my meat as usual with just a little amount of water so my meat can absorb all this deliciousness that I just used to spice it up. So now my meat is on the fire. I'm going to start blending my washed peppers. So guys, please do check out the description box so you can get the full list of all the ingredients I'm using on this recipe. Though I don't know the English name of some of this assorted meat, but don't worry, you're free to use any assorted meat of your choice, as your assorted meat stew is still going to come out delicious. Okay, so at this moment I'm done blending all my tomatoes. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of salt and I'm going to steam my tomatoes so it will drain off the excess water and make my cooking process easy. At this moment I'm going to add the other part of my assorted meat and I will add more water and allow it to cook for about 30 minutes. So right now my meat have been cooking, my tomatoes is there steaming up, it's draining up all the excess water. You can see I have to cover it a little bit so all the tomatoes will not splash out of my pot. So at this moment my meat have been cooking properly and I'm going to start by frying my strong chicken and the beef. If you like you can grill it, but for me today I'm going to be frying it, as this will make my assorted stew very more delicious. So when I'm done frying my strong chicken and my beef, I'm going to set it aside, and I will use from the same vegetable oil I use in frying them. I'm going to be using part of it to make my stew. So right now I'm going to add in my diced onion. I will leave it in the vegetable oil for about 2 minutes to caramelize, and I'm going to be adding in some thyme, my ginger and garlic paste, and I'm going to stir it and allow it to give my house all those nice aromas. Guys, you need to try adding your garlic and your ginger first before adding your tomatoes, as this will make all your house to smell divine. Oh my goodness. So I just add in a little salt, and I'm going to be adding in some tomato paste. So I'm using 4 tablespoons of tomato paste. So I'm just going to keep on stirring it and allow it to dry up. I'm going to stir it for up to about 10 minutes continuously. So right now I'm going to be adding in some curry powder. So at this moment my tomato paste have been cooking for about 10 minutes, and I'm going to start adding in my steamed tomato. So by the time I'm done putting in all my tomato, I'm going to allow it to cook for about 10 minutes, and I will add in some chicken stock powder, and I will add in all my assorted meat so it will cook with my tomato. So at this point I'm going to bring down the heat of my cooking, and I'm going to allow my assorted stew to be there cooking on a medium low heat so it won't get burnt. So guys, thank you very much for clicking on my video. If it's your first time here, you're so welcome. Please don't hesitate to subscribe if you like this recipe, and help me to give this video a big thumbs up. So my stew have been cooking for about 20 minutes now on a medium heat, and I just added in my beef stock. The water I use in parboiling my assorted meat, I just added it into it, and I'm going to be testing to see if the salt and stock powder is enough. So at this moment my tomato stew have been cooking. It is well cooked, and I'm just going to add in just a very tiny bit of my nutmeg powder. Guys, I love nutmeg powder in making my stew when it is like Christmas season, when it's festive season. So if you're wondering, this was my New Year recipe. This was my New Year delicious assorted stew in my house, and I can't like hesitate to add in my nutmeg, as this give my house a very nice aroma. So at this moment my house is smelling divine. All my neighbors are wondering where it's coming from. So I'm going to be washing my black smoked fish, and I'm going to be adding it. I tell you the truth, if this smoked fish is not in my assorted stew, my assorted stew is not yet ready. So guys, this smoked Ebe warrior fish is going to give my assorted stew that unique taste. Like, oh my god, you can't imagine what this smoked fish can do to your food. I love this smoked fish in my food, so I can't like miss adding it to my food. So if you're wondering about the oil on the top, you are free to discard it after you've done making your assorted stew. So guys, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I was not blabbing too much. Thank you. Till I